So this is the Arduino IDE. We have the main area here called the code window. This is where you'll write your programs, or what we call in Arduino sketches. At the top we have a verify and upload button, and next to it a debug button. The debug button only works if you are on certain boards with a hardware debugger. The Arduino Uno doesn't have this. This here is our board selector, and you should find when your Arduino is plugged in, it will either say what the board is, or it shall say select board, and when you click it you'll find there's something connected to COM3. We'll talk about how to connect that up later. Over here at the right hand side we have access to a serial monitor and a serial plotter. That is for plotting or analyzing data that comes back from the Arduino. When you click one of those, you'll notice it opens down here in the output window. Normally the output window will give you information on whether your code compiled correctly, or more likely where you made the mistake when you wrote it. Down the left hand side we have the sidebar. The sidebar has 5 buttons on it by standard. The top one opens the sketchbook, and so allows you to see all your different programs that you've written. There are local sketchbooks and there are cloud sketchbooks. We'll be working generally on the local one. You can bring up the board manager, which allows you to have all these different boards, because this IDE works with many different microcontrollers. We won't use this much because we're going to be using the Arduino Uno. Below it is the library manager. Again, people cleverer than me have written many different libraries, which are bits of software that you can use, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Sometimes we will use one of these libraries, we'll click install, and it will save us a lot of coding. Below that is the debugger, which doesn't do anything for an Arduino Uno. And then finally, when you've got really big programs, sometimes it's very hard to actually find the text you're looking for, so the search button will help you. Generally, that is all the information that you need to know about here. You'll notice that in the code window the text becomes color-coded. We'll talk about what these different codes mean, but if your color code doesn't get picked up by the software, it probably means you've typed it slightly wrong, and it's a hint that you need to fix it. That's it for now. We'll come back to this when we start writing our first program.